Hello and welcome to episode 5 of the Hapori Podcast. I'm Rangus.
I'm Renzo Mocs.
I'm ThatchMac.
And I am Otto.
I hope I edit that quite differently.
That's gonna be great. You better make it like high pitched though, and like really slow to like mirror the old one.
Welcome to episode 5. How is everyone?
I'm good. I'm a little, I'm good. It just feels a little weird because, there were a few people who were supposed to be here. I don't know, maybe
cough.
a little bit. Cough. Not gonna name them, but so those people are, whatever.
Yes,
but it's alright. Thanks to our main man Rangus, who's like 4 o'clock right now, who's able to record. He was able to record out with nothing out of nowhere, completely, and both of these two fellas here, especially Otto, with no warning whatsoever. You guys are able to do it last minute. Nice job, guys.
Yes. We've kind of just got that over and done with, I guess. Shall we jump into our first discussion? Because it's not really to do with our normal stuff. Like, it's still kind of the quote-unquote community stuff, but not what you would expect, I guess, from the other podcasts we would generally talk about other people on BioTune and so on. This is talking about the new, Last Jedi sets.
Rangus, when you edit this, don't put these pictures in the video because the video will get taken down. Those are illegal photos, so don't put them in the video.
If I was going to put them in, I'd blur them anywhere to the point where you can barely make them out.
Or post photos of the characters from the movie instead of the set. Except for the red guy, but I don't know, maybe from the old movies.
Yeah.
Just old red guy.
So, let's get straight into it.
Let's begin.
Thoughts on the wave?
Yes.
It's 50-50.
I say it's not too bad. I know
I'd say
that
it's about
Thatch
50-50.
has 2 characters that he doesn't like, on there, or the sets anyway that he doesn't enjoy. Mainly being that pilot and Ray. Me on the other hand, I have to disagree, but I'll let you guys go first and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I'll just say this right now. I want to get this off my chest. I'll just go over my thoughts really quickly because I don't have too much to say because I've already off recording. I've gone crazy about these things. Pilot Trooper is useless. Chewbacca's cool. I don't like the legs though. Rey, she's bad, but she's got a lot of nice pieces. And the guard is cool. I like the guard. He's really cool. He's my favorite, definitely.
Yeah.
Guard is definitely the best one. He's legit, dude. He's awesome.
Otto, do you want to give your thoughts and then Thatch, and I'll give mine last because, yeah.
All right.
His ranks this wave.
All right. Let's see. Rey, she's pretty standard. That's the best I can give for her. She's standard. She's not bad, but she's not, outstanding in any way. The pilot trooper is just, his proportions are so wonky that, let's see. Chewbacca looks like he's probably going to be maybe a good contender for the best of the wave, except for me, except his limbs, especially his legs, make him kind of look like one of my nephew's Five Nights at Freddy's characters. And then for the Red Guard, I think he looks pretty cool. I think he might be the first I get.
Thatch,
Rangus,
Oh.
freaking, while you're editing this, you gotta freaking put Rey's gimpy face and just start zooming in as Otto's talking about Red.
We can't because it's illegal photos. Sorry, dude.
Oh yeah, frig.
Also, her gun. They just reused the mold from the last movie, except added a few more pieces. No, like one more piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's making me
weird. It's weird hearing Otto talk about sets because I've never heard him really talk about those kind of things before.
I just want to say also.
I have hidden depths, people. You don't know what I think about every day.
I just want to say quickly, people that are watching the podcast, I apologize if you can hear my Skype. It's just not, OBS is a bit weird. It's picking up kind of my desktop and everything on there, so I apologise if you can hear that. It's a debate's kind of going on in the main chat. Thatch, sorry, do you want to give your thoughts?
Oh yeah, sorry, I've been slamming down on the keyboard right now. It's not really a debate. We're just talking about dumb stuff.
Oh, well.
Okay. I'll try not to slam down on my keyboard anymore. So my thoughts are pretty much in line with Renzo's. Renzo and I's thoughts are pretty much identical, and they're pretty close to Otto's. Ray is like death. She's like really bad. She's terrible. I just want to say something because this is probably one of the worst crimes I've ever seen on a buildable figure aside from the head. If you look at the shoulders, they did something that makes me want to die, and that's that they took so they took the shell and they printed skin onto it because her shoulders are exposed. She's got this nasty looking flap of skin on her shoulders, and it's disgusting.
Oh, I just noticed that.
Yep, it looks like a weird Doctor Who character.
Hey!
There's some weird. You know I'm not wrong. But she has like the problem is I want to say she's got so many nice parts, but she has like two. She's got because the two on her shoulders are printed. She's got skin colored bone pieces underneath those, and those are like useless because who's gonna make a human model? I mean, maybe some people will, but I mean, all the head choices you have are pretty. Then she's got the only really useful ones are she's got the light tan forelong on her right wrist, and then she's got the dark brown one on her left wrist, which is pretty cool. Who knows what she has on her back? Although I don't think it's anything too good, too like awesome or impressive. But yeah, Ray is pretty I will say her torso looks better than Jin's because Jin's torso was like weird because it had like a jacket, but it was like printed, so it works a little bit better. Her head is really bad, and I can't tell if those pieces on her shins, those brown ones, if those are recolors or not. Those might have been in one of the other human figures.
No, I think they are.
All right.
New.
Is Daisy Ridley's forehead that huge?
No, it's not that huge.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay.
But here we've got so then moving on to the Stormtrooper guy, and he's really lame. He's like the lamest buildable figure. He's one of the most useless ones ever. The first thing is never make a pilot buildable figure. Why would you do that? You don't have a spaceship to put him in.
They did that with Paul, and it
was terrible.
Think he sold very well.
Yeah, so it's like because what are you gonna do with a pilot? You have nowhere to put them. You know, like you don't have a spaceship for them. So what are they gonna do on the battlefield? They don't run on the battlefield and shoot or anything. They're like the most useless. There's no play value with them. So aside from that, he's got absolutely no recolors on him. None. They didn't even give him
one. These are printed. Apart from
printed does not count as a recolor, and that's pretty useless for nothing. His torso, you could say it's a recolor. It's not. But it just doesn't have any printing on it. But still, I barely use that torso for mocking. Then maybe if they would have given those bones underneath his hips, if they would have made them black, like in the Stormtrooper, then he would have had a little bit more value to him. Honestly, I don't know why they didn't make them black for all the figures, but aside from that, he's got these terrible, gimpy short arms. He's going to have ridiculously long legs. He just looks like a really terrible figure. Oh, hey, I just got a text. Pizza's coming. That's cool. Anyway, his head even looks bad. That head design looks really like, ew, I hate it. It's just, he looks like he's wearing headphones that are too short for him. His build is really lame. He's just one of the one of the most lame figures ever. I guess this is spoilers because I'm going to be doing reviews on all these on my channel, which won't be as slightly annoyed, tired, not ready for this Thatch. Hopefully it'll be more upbeat. But anyway, moving on to Chewbacca, he's pretty great. I like him a lot. Everything on him I love except for his knees. But I love the way the arms came out. They're shaped like his arms in the movies. That's how the proportions work. I'm surprised by how well the printed hair works on the shells. That's really surprising. Like, it actually works really well. His head sculpt looks spot on. His upper torso build looks great. I love that they got the bandolier isn't printed. How terrible would that have been? It's actually like an actual thing, which is a recolors. He just looks like an overall great figure, and he really embodies the character. I'm surprised for making a Chewbacca figure, which is one that I kind of wanted. I was expecting it to be really bad, but I'm surprised how well it actually turned out. They did a nice job. I still don't like that they used the Star Wars torso for his chest because he's got like a belt on his belly button, and that looks weird. But his gun looks great, and overall, he just looks like a really solid figure. I cannot wait to get him. And then we're on to friggin' this dude, Red Guard, Iron Man looking guy. He's pretty great. He's absolutely, he's actually really fantastic. I love his design. And his design looks great. He's color, finally, in the Star Wars figures. Like, we haven't gotten a figure this colorful forever, if at all. Maybe Grievous, but that might not count. But I love he just looks cool, and he's got like a ton of awesome new pieces. He's got those awesome shoulder pieces which look great. I've heard some rumors because it looks like they're clipping into the shell underneath them. I've heard rumors that maybe that shell underneath them is molded into it. I don't think that's true. I don't think Lego would do that. I think that's just an error with the render. But anyway, those new shoulder pieces look great. He's got recolored 4 long reds, which is a dream come true. His cloth piece looks like it could be used really creatively. I think some people are going to use that really well. He's got the shin pieces in red, and he's got those awesome new knives, which are like perfect villager swords. They look great. And his head looks kind of goofy, but I kind of love it because it looks like he has a piece of cheese fill on top of his head and just kind of stuck there. But he's pretty legit. I love him. Overall, the wave I think is really mixed because you got Chewbacca, who's pretty cool, and then the red guy, who's great, and then the other 2 figures are pretty bad. So I think it's like any other Star Wars wave, aside from the last one and maybe the first wave, where it was pretty meh. Reminds me a lot of the Force Awakens wave, where there were some ups and some downs. But yeah, anyway, I talked a lot. I'm sorry, that was my opinion.
No, it's fine. So first, I'll start off with the pilot. It kind of changed things up. Yeah, the pilot's definitely my least favorite. And I'll get on to Rey in a bit. The thing that I've noticed with this wave is that they're not using the open ball joints. If you can see with the arms, they're using like your standard CCBS like arms, where they don't like have the kind of freedom of articulation to move the arms outwards. Well, the forearms. Bit weird, I guess. Yeah, the pilot isn't great. I don't know. The shoulder pads with the kind of printed pieces, yeah, okay, I like them. The gun's really generic. I'm kind of sick of seeing that same gun in a lot of the Star Wars sets now. It's just, it's a bit.
Yeah, I think it's the exact same
now.
design
It
as
is,
the
just
is the
with-
First Order one. I don't know. It looks exactly like
Yeah,
it.
it is just with
I
stuff
think
added on.
First mixed with bases, which
Yeah.
base. So
It's not as cool as Chewbacca's. Chewbacca's is way
Yeah,
cooler.
the arms are far too small. I don't see why they haven't used longer things for it. Like, I don't see why. A pretty
Another thought comes into
bland.
my head, Angus.
Hmm?
Another thought comes into my head. I'm sorry for interrupting, but
Okay.
another thought just popped into my head. I think another reason why the pilot trooper looks so gimpy is the gear for his chest that they put on him is too huge
Yeah,
and too cumbersome.
it doesn't seem like it's actually against the chest. It kind of seems like it's a bit far out. So I don't know.
Floating.
Yeah, a really generic figure, to be honest. Not really a great example, I guess. Rey, I kind of like this version of Rey. I didn't like the Force Awakens one, even though you got that really nice cloth piece. Yeah, I kind of like the I like the recolors and obviously the repaint,
Rangus, it's
printed
it's
pieces.
English, it's not.
Man,
Okay, there we go.
yes, the cloth piece that goes around her like waist, that's nice. Brown bones, okay, I guess, whatever.
They're not brown. They're
Aren't they?
skin. They're skin.
Are they? That's a bit odd.
Yeah, they're skin. They're skin. Yeah, I know. That's weird stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't say she's the worst. I would say the pilot's definitely the worst, and then I say she's up one.
Yeah, because at least she's got useful parts.
Yeah, but it's still a bit generic, I guess, and they could have at least this is the thing, right? They could have changed that pilot out and made a Luke figure, like a last.
Or they could have made a flame trooper or a snow
Yes,
trooper,
exactly.
which both would have been way better. Because
Yeah.
again, Lego, don't make pilot figures. Just don't do it. Okay?
Pilots don't sell.
do that.
If you have,
They-
if you
they're
don't have a
useless.
vehicle to put a pilot in, what's the point in them?
Yeah.
Um,
The scout trooper worked because he had a vehicle to go
Yeah.
in. This guy does not work.
yeah.
if just sold the Scout Trooper, it would sell very bad.
At least you do sometimes see scout troopers off the speeder
Yeah,
bike.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
You don't see this dude running around friggin' shooting people on the battlefield.
Yeah, true.
His arms are too short. He can't do that.
I'll talk about the quote-unquote First Order Royal Guard. I guess that's what I'll call it. Mainly because obviously it kind of resembles the original Royal Guards. The cape piece is great. I can't wait to actually use that in Mocs. It kind of seems like it wraps all the way around. The shoulders look great. I don't know how I feel about the head. I think it looks weird. The first time I seen it, I was like, has someone like seen Chameleon and kind of use that head and put something on top?
It does look like Chameleon has a piece of cheese.
The kind of blade pieces, they're interesting. I quite like them. The lower leg pieces, the shin pieces or whatever, in red, it's great. I love them pieces, and I'm glad that we're getting them in recolors and such. Next, Chewbacca, I think he's my favourite out of the wave. Mainly because I generally like my bigger figures and such. I have a weird thing for that. I think he looks great. Finally, they haven't stuck with that terrible blaster that the pilot has. They've actually changed it up. A lot of printed parts. I guess they could be useful. I don't know. Just generally, I think like he looks great, even like with the head sculpt and such that they went for. It could have ended up being terrible. Let's be honest. But I think it worked out pretty well. Yeah, I agree with. I think it was Otto that said the wave is like 50-50. Yeah, it's a good wave, I guess. I think it's a far better wave than what we got with Rogue One. The figures for that one, like really bland stuff. But yeah, let's move on because I feel like we've talked about them enough. What's next? Mocs. So who's going first? Who's actually doing theirs? Because I think Renzo and Thatch. Yeah.
We have a list here.
Yes.
Thatch first. Alrighty.
Sorry. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'll send them.
And then I'll talk about something that isn't a mock, but it kind of adds to a mock, I guess. Whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's confusing.
You can just go if you.
Yeah,
okay,
Renzo, you can go, and then I'll go, and then Thatch can go last.
So you know what? Hold on, I just got it.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm sorry, I suck. All right, I get it. I was not prepared.
No.
I wasn't supposed to be on this podcast. So I'm not ready.
This isn't the put yourself down podcast. It's the United Hippo or whatever.
Okay, so
Thatch, calm down, please.
yes, calm down with the.
I have like 8 photos.
His back is not good because it's not finished.
Oh, I love this guy.
Yep.
Yeah, he uses custom parts. If that wasn't obvious enough, but most of the Von Doom characters do. Actually, all of them do. All the originals. But yeah, so this is Professor Gabriel Eon, and this podcast is coming out before episode 4 of Von Doom, but that's okay because he was in the trailer. I don't want to spoil the episode, so I won't say too much. But I will say that he's Professor Gabriel Eon. He's a professor. He works with science, particularly in the fields of reality warping. That's his specialty, and working on string theory and all that stuff. That's his stuff. He's done a lot of research about that. I don't want to spoil anything, but I will say that he's run into Chameleon in his past beforehand. And so he knows Chameleon a little bit, not really. So that's kind of like how he gets tied into the episode. But so he's pretty cool. His personality is basically he's a really inspired off Doc Brown.
Yes. Sorry.
So yeah, he's pretty cool. He's designed to be tall and skinny because that was I thought it would look cool and different. And I thought it worked out pretty well. It was hard designing his color scheme because I didn't know like what I was gonna do. It was just like I don't know, like I didn't just want to make him all gray or something. So I thought that having him be black, white, and yellow would be pretty almost looks like I don't know, sciencey stuff or something. But I really want to be taller than Chameleon. And if you look at a photo I sent, he's a lot taller than Chameleon. The photo's a bad example because Chameleon's standing closer to the camera, but he's way taller. He's than Chameleon. And I thought it'd be cool because Chameleon's supposed to be really short, but for some reason everyone else's Self-Mocs are shorter. Kasai. But yeah, the background.
He won't let you live that down.
The background you see him in is a little bit of a mess because the set is a little falling apart a bit, but that's his laboratory. You saw it a little bit in the episode. And yeah, I don't know what much else I could say. He's
My involvement.
what?
My involvement.
Oh, you voice acted him. I think I already said that.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, must have missed that.
Yeah. Pretty cool, though, right?
Yes, I will say this right now. Love the yellow. I love his freaking head. That's like the best thing ever. I love the hair and like he's got like cat bangs. It's great.
Yeah. Interesting build, I guess. I like the body because the fact that you used custom parts to kind of bring the two shells together. The mask's great. I love the fact that you went the extra mile to actually make him a bit more custom. Which obviously if people want to build him, then they're gonna have to go that extra mile to do that. Which I guess it's your unique character, which people can't really, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
The colours are interesting. I like them as well. They clash because yellow and white and then black. And then you have the silver kind of scattered in there a little bit.
Well, the idea is he's wearing a suit.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, that's his hands and his face are gray because he's wearing a suit.
Okay.
But I lost the lab coat, so that didn't work out. But that's okay.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'd say he's a pretty solid mock all around.
Thanks, man.
Has Renzo spoke about him?
Yes,
yeah,
I
Renzo
have.
did.
Right.
Otto hasn't.
Okay, I'll go ahead and let me get into it then. Let's see. It really does have that very dark brownish vibe to it, especially the piece on the back of his head that really looks like Emmett Brown's wild, crazy hair. The jumpsuit, it looks like a lab suit. I'll give it that.
Mm-hmm.
It would have done good with the lab coat, but I feel that could have hindered it maybe a little bit because, as I recall, Thatch said that the coat looked big on Camilio, so...
Yeah, it would have fit him perfectly, which is why I'm so mad that I searched day and night for that coat. It's gone.
Oh, man. Oh, and I noticed, Thatch, the way you constructed the arms and how they connect to the main body with ball joints, will he be able to shrug with those?
Oh, he can totally shrug, man. He is a total... I really like his torso because I animate him differently than any other character because he moves a lot more like sporadically and a lot more like goofy. And I like that because it gives him his own personality. So there's a shot in the trailer, which I'm not sure if it's going to be in the video yet. But I made it to kind of showcase this, where he's like almost falling over and he's like trying to keep himself up. And he's a lot of fun to animate, and that's kind of why I did that. Overall, yeah, he's really supposed to... I just wanted him to kind of like... You could look at him and kind of get an idea of his personality. And I like the mask, too. That was so hard to make. But anyway, so just let me talk about someone else's mock?
Yes, I'll post my pictures and then Renzo can go last because
I'm always bullied.
Yes. Right, so these are posted, and these are obviously all different characters. I'm not going to go into their personalities and whatever, but I guess I'll name them because some you haven't seen or whatever. They're posted now, hopefully.
Okay.
Okay, so... Basically, for the past couple of days, or last week, I should say, is that I kind of got the idea of I want to see how things go with painting mocks up. So I painted, I think it's the first image. Is it the first image for you guys with the guy with the orange mark going down his face?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically the Elder. He's going to be in Season 2 of Lock, but whatever. And basically my initial idea for this was that I wanted him to look aged and old, so the armor would have worn, as time progressed. So that's why it's not really the best picture to kind of show it off, but you can kind of see the way the chest is and what have you, and even the mask, it's worn, the kind of tusks that he has and the other kind of tusk type things that he has on his shoulders, they're even worn as well, or dirty. Going down, we have another character called Vengeance. He's completely gunmetal grey. I had to paint. He was originally gunmetal grey anyway, like your normal standard Lego gunmetal grey. So I thought I might as well paint him up to see how things look, to give him sort of that gritty look. Obviously, we have Farlix there, who I think looks amazing now, with his completely paint job. I think he just looks absolutely amazing the way he looks. That's how he should have been from day one. Then we have Tahu, which for story purposes he's like that. Obviously it's etc. But yeah, that's all I want to say. Basically for how those mocks are. So yeah, do you want to talk about it?
Okay, well, I freaking love paint. I love painting masks and stuff, so this is it looks really good. They look like really well done and well painted. I've only painted masks before. I don't think I've ever painted anything else, so it looks cool to see a fully painted figure. And I think my favorite probably has to be the Elder. The scar looks really good. So yeah, and
Korean, sorry.
I was just gonna say Tahu looks really good too. So
I think I'm gonna get into painting a lot more mocks. Eventually, I will paint everyone's Self-Moc up to kind of make him look battle worn and so on. So that'll be something I'm looking forward to doing. Or Thatch.
I love the red stripe on the first one. That's awesome. And I think that looks so good. I also love the way you painted the mask, where it's silver and it goes to black. That's really cool. Underneath it, the wear and everything looks just great. It's really nice. It's really cool to you can see kind of the printing, but you can't really see it. And I love it. Just looks really good. They're really super battle worn. Farlix looks like that's how he should have looked originally. It works way better now with that than it did before. I think it looks great. And then Tahu also looks awesome. He really looks like he's been through some stuff. And so that's pretty cool. Overall, looks really, really nice.
Oh, your turn, me friend.
All right, let's see. I think the Elder, he convincingly looks like an Elder of his species. So I'll give you points for that.
Genesis is species, if you want to get all.
Genesis is species. I forgot the name of the second guy. I'm sorry.
Vengeance.
Vengeance. He looks I guess we can safely say that now it's becoming your love for the Predator franchise is becoming apparent.
Obviously this is story purposes for future stuff, but I'm gonna plan on making another 2 of them. I just love building this mock. It's kind of a guilty pleasure I have at the moment. So hopefully I get out of it before I make too many.
And then
carry on.
Sorry about that. And then who do we have here? And then Farlix's mask. Dang, it's just like it was ripped off or something. Something tells me that something big's gonna go down in story. And then Talk, you gave him he looks like he's been through a lot.
See, with Farlix originally he was kind of blown up. And originally that was kind of the idea, and obviously it didn't work first time around. Whereas now, as he's painted up, it looks like he doesn't take care of himself. He has been through a lot. Obviously, he's lost his arm, whatever. I'll tell you now, gunmetal grey paint on gold looks absolutely amazing. and you see like kind of on his chest how that looks. I think it looks brilliant, and yeah, Tahu has been through a lot, kind of in story purposes wise. I'm not going to say anything because in case people like, well, no, you've ruined it, but yeah, hopefully it's a thing I keep on doing because I'm, I kind of think when I've made a mock and I've built a story and they've kind of become into my series, I'm going to keep that mock the way they are without changing them. So I kind of think by painting them, it obviously means that I'm making some sort of commitment to that mock, saying that, well, I'm doing this, I can't use these parts now for anything else. So, yeah, I apologize that I kind of talked a bit too much, I guess, about them, or but yeah, Renzo, do you want to send your stuff in?
Okay, I won't go on too long.
I have a question. I guess. How long did it take you to paint?
Roughly about 5 to 7 minutes, depending on how fast I. Basically, when you're painting them, you just kind of go with it. You don't get the paint, shot it on, and so you kind of think. You kind of do your first layer and then wait until the paint starts to get a bit lighter. They can go back over it and kind of finish it up. So I'd say about 7 to 5 minutes. And then whilst it's drying, I'd say about 20 to 30 minutes. So the process, yeah, I'd say about 30 minutes at most to paint the full figure, and then for it to be dry. But that's if you want to go back and obviously repaint the figure. So yeah, let's get on with Renzo stuff.
Yes. All right. So we have here, not really a spoiler for those of you who watch Biorama. It's a character called the Pit Keeper. He's basically like the old, I'd compare him to a security guard. He basically watches the entire place. And that's basically it. That's all I can really say without getting into spoilers. So, yeah.
Wait, phone, what?
Huh?
What'd you say?
Did you not hear any of that?
Sorry.
Oh. Freaking, he's... So, what did you hear, Thatch?
I heard, basically up to, sorry, no spoilers, but something about the pit. Did you just say he's the keeper of the pit, pretty much?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay.
The Pit
That's
Keeper.
spoilers enough.
Uh-huh.
I guess I'll go first this time with thoughts and such. I think the mock looks brilliant. I really do, Renzo. I love the fact, for your series especially, is that you kind of make these really weird mocks that work. You generally try things that other people haven't or don't tend to. So that kind of gives your mocks really unique looks. Kind of with this, with the mask kind of turned around where, it kind of reveals that red pin. And obviously from, so you've changed that. The build is great. I think you have a thing making great little guys. Yeah, overall, the colours are great. Black and yellow. Because black kind of works with everything. He looks like a pretty solid little mock. Definitely does. Yeah, he's a really little guy.
I agree.
I love making people.
Yeah, I think I completely agree. I think he looks great. It's so weird and foreign, and I think it really works that he'd be keep another dimension. Makes complete sense. And his design is so weird and different. I really love it. I love the shoulders. They're really weird. But they give him a really unique look. I love the color scheme. I love how you embrace the yellow and the red, and it works really well. Oh yeah, I don't know. There's not much to say. I think I just really love the design. He looks like a really kooky character. I cannot wait to see his personality.
Well, thank you. I was gonna say the yellow was actually a add-on. I had the eye, and I was like, oh, I don't know what to do with this red axle. So I slapped that bushing, or half bushing on there. I was like, Okay, I'll make yellow the sort of accent color, and yeah, sort of his deal. So, Otto.
Oh yes. Excuse me, I was half asleep. I'm sorry. But yeah, he looks very.
Asleep.
But yeah, the keeper looks very tribal. Well, that's an understatement, but I do like. Obviously, I like the spikes, and the overturned Black Phantom head. That just gives him his cycloptic look. While it's not, the first time a dude with just one eye has shown up in Renzo, I'm assuming.
No, this is Biorama.
Oh, Biorama. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Sorry,
It's all right.
The first time a mock you created has been cycloptic. There we go. That sounds better. This one just looks more. I guess a good word would be alien-esque because of the way his pupil appears to be shaped like a plus sign. So yeah, it gives him this really unique look that I absolutely love.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Um,
Crap. Way too long on Mocs.
It's fine. Don't worry. Yes. Now, the review of Web of Shadows. Thatch, who wants to? Actually, I'll let Thatch take over this one because, yeah.
All right, so Web of Shadows. It's a movie that came out in 2004, and it was Bionicle. But yeah, so I don't know if I want to start.
I think I started the last movie. I'll say this. Strangely enough, I think, if I remember correctly, there's one. I think it's Web of Shadows or Mask of Light that people generally don't like. Whatever it is. But whilst watching Web of Shadows, I really enjoyed it. Yeah. I'm just saying this in generally, but I'm not starting things off this time. Let's let someone do it. Yeah. Because me and Thatcher kind of introducing things.
Oh, okay. Let's also just come right out and say it. I don't remember anything about this movie.
I remember some things, but I don't know if they're important or not. To be honest.
See, there was a giant yellow guy, and kidding. I know a lot more than I'm letting on.
Yeah.
So someone.
I don't think. I was just gonna say I don't think we should go too into detail about kind of a quote unquote review. More thoughts. Things that didn't work that worked and whatever, and then obviously the score. So carry on.
Oh yeah. I don't have that much to say because I don't remember that much. So I might as well go first if you guys are okay with that.
You.
Okay. So from what I remember, this movie was pretty dark for a Bionicle movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say definitely felt.
Yeah. It's got a lot of death. No, not death. Well, yeah, there is
there is death. There's
yeah. Oh yeah.
Death and disturbing imagery.
Very.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was the edgy year. Well, not necessarily, because 2006 was pretty freaking edgy for Bionicle too. But this was their first edgy year, and they were doing more darker stuff. With the Hordika and the Visorak and stuff like that.
Yeah, the Visorak jumping off to prove that they're loyal to someone. Come on. It's a bit. It's a bit.
Yeah.
But
from what I remember, this movie wasn't awful. A lot of people say it's bad, but it's for a Bionicle
I don't
movie.
think it's bad. I think it's half decent. I really enjoyed watching it.
I'll say that right now.
And also Thatch, it wasn't 2004, it was 2005 actually, October the 11th.
I'm sorry, okay?
Also, there are tons of parallels to the same movie that came out, I believe, the exact same year. Revenge of the Sith. Let's be real here.
Ghost Rider, wait.
Ghost Rider, get out of here.
Um,
This vengeance. Sorry, I'll leave now.
Yeah, I don't think it's as good as the second one. I like the second one a lot more. But I don't know. Like, it has a lot of really cool scenes, but it also has a lot of really annoying attributes to it. Like, the whole story, I just don't really like. Going back to Machinui again, and like, oh, now they're monsters, and and I didn't really like the villains too much. I know a lot of people like. It's Rodaka, right?
Rudaka?
Think so.
Yeah, Rodaka.
Vodka? Yeah.
A lot of people really like her. I didn't really like
my queen.
that guy. Was stupid. I'm
Sit around.
sorry, he was the worst.
It was.
I-
At least
I
he
it
died.
felt like, one thing that really annoyed me is it lost what the last movie had. Like, Machinui had a lot of time to develop all the Toa. Like, all of them were pretty prominent.
Mhm.
In this one, some of them barely get any lines. Like, it only really focuses on a few of them, and that kind of annoyed me.
Yeah.
Mhm. It's the main focus, I'd say, for the Metru is, or Hordika, is Vakama and Matao. And that's-
Matao.
Matao should have been the one that turned evil instead
Yeah.
of
I
it
think,
being.
I think that was the original plan for Matao to
I
be
don't
the
see
Anakin
why.
Skywalker.
They they
Yeah. It makes more sense because his character is a lot more aggressive and stuff like that.
and especially when they
Lines.
get to the island and leading up to kind of their transformation, and then also when he discovers the change and stuff, he's really aggressive towards like the karma and stuff. So in that respect, like, just from a character's perspective, you would kind of think, oh, well, he's going to be the one that goes off, but no, the karma just goes into strop really with everyone. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go over here, and he turns evil.
Yeah.
He goes all emo on them.
I will say the animation
thing is,
seemed
I
good.
was just about to say that the animation in this movie, I think, is a step up from the second. And I noticed this from the first shot of like the sea and stuff. I was like, okay, I don't remember it being this kind of clear. It kind of seems like they, put a bit more effort into it.
I think that I really like some of the direction in it.
Mhm.
Like, I really like the scene, where they first get attacked by the Vizirac. I thought that was really well done. And the scene where they very spooky, but I think it's well done. It's the first one that really has like a big battle at the ending, like an actual like battle. Like, it's not just a few Toa against like the one guy. It's like actually like there's like 100 or whatever Vizirac. It feels more epic than the last one. Which I mean, I don't know. Like, I just think a lot of the characters in this weren't as good as the characters in the second one or even the first one. Like,
you
it just
definitely can tell there's favoritism with the cast and, well, obviously characters in the story compared to the second. I kind of think that I enjoyed this a little bit more than the second. Not saying that this is a better movie. I generally like when things have already been established and you don't have to watch that kind of build up of them becoming the team, like Toa team and all that stuff. Like, what's already happened, it's done. It's carrying on from that, and then it just gets straight into it. So I kind of like that. There's a problem with that I have to. It constantly fades to black. It constantly fades to black.
Yes.
it does feel like
it
does feel like a TV episode or
awful.
something.
Like, it really is. It's so distracting as well, because you're like, oh, there's another one, right? I'm gonna wait until there we go. So yeah, I think they kind of took too much inspiration from Revenge of the Sith with the transitions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just had a enjoyable time watching it. I kind of think when some people, anyone like BioTube or whatever, like rewatch the movies, they're kind of like, oh, okay, right, man, and kind of forcing themselves to go through with it. I was a bit like that with the second until it like started, and I was like, I'm actually into this. And then from that, with the third, I was already, into it anyway. Yeah, I don't think it's a bad movie at all. I don't think it's the worst out of the four. I'd probably say it's like the second best. I still dislike. I hate the first, but that's just me. I don't know if you want to keep on talking a little bit more and then get straight into the kind of rating. It's up to you, Thatch, if you want to do that.
Thatch?
No, I think Thatch is gone.
ThatchMac died, confirmed.
Yes.
I haven't given my thoughts yet.
Yeah, I apologise that I kind of rambled on a bit. Please go forward with your thoughts.
It's alright. You actually hit some of the points that I was going to hit. I remember as a kid watching it, seeing it fade to black, and I'm like, oh, the movie's over already?
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, what else was there? I remember hearing the whole story between Greg Farshti and Lego about Vakama's turn to the dark side and how he had little control over that. So there's that part to factor in. It's not Greg Farshti's fault. It's just they were limiting him. I'm not
yeah, it was. He says he remembered like screaming or like yelling at the people, saying like, it's not right for the characters, and they're like, oh, we want to do the hero's journey. Like he was not happy about it either.
He's already a Toa. What? Why does he need to go through a hero's journey if he's already
the
a
thing
hero?
is, the problem I have, before they transform into the Hordika, is it? Is it? Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Vakama turns around and he gives like this really self-pity monologue. He's like, "I have failed you. It's my fault."
Yeah,
it's like,
woe is me.
Shut up. You'd never hear Tahu doing that. Stop.
Yeah, no.
Vakama's just... and it's the reason why I generally don't like that Toa team. Is that I kind of think they're a bit meh.
They're far better in the books.
Yeah. I just don't like Vakama. He's always just whining. He's like, it's all my fault.
He's really nice in the books. He's really... I don't even know. Like, he's really... I don't know. It's weird. He's really inconsistent with the character movies. He's pretty good. Nokama is, like, the best in the books, and I'm so mad that she's, like, so downgraded in the movies. She's really awesome in the books. You know how friggin'... How everyone's yelling at Vakama in the first one, like, stop whining on and step up and actually be a leader and everything?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nokama actually does... Like, she's the person telling him to do that in the books.
Yeah.
She's, like, the person doing it, so she's really cool in the books.
Mm-hmm. I think there's a lie. It's like, if they want to know how difficult it is to be a leader, then they should try it themselves. And he goes off and sulks. And
That's...
You are meant to be a Toa. Act like one.
Yeah, exactly.
I will give the movie. I will give the movie, and I think this goes for the 2005 storyline overall. Lego was making, in my eyes, when I was a kid, I thought Lego was making a risky move, having an actual female villain, have with a huge presence and all that, and that by the end of everything happening, Sidorak is just there for, I guess, comic relief, maybe, because he didn't really seem
my queen.
Sidorak is probably like one of the worst Bionicle villains ever. He's right up there with Kuma.
No, I'm not your queen yet. Soon to be.
Oh yes,
Stop! I hate every scene where they talk to each other.
Are you lost, Toa? We don't.
The only good scene is the last scene they talk. But I can't fight Kitangu myself.
When all dies, that's the best scene in the entire movie.
That is probably the best scene.
That's his best scene. I can't fight Kitangu myself.
And then he explodes. Well, let's be real. That death scene was brutal.
Yeah.
for
Yeah, he
kids.
gets pancaked.
Now,
by
let's
who's
also
fists.
let's
The
keep
thing
in
that I
mind.
noticed with this as well is that they tried. I kind of think the first two movies kind of moved away from trying to replicate the character models of the actual toys, whereas this tried a bit more, especially with the kind of Visorak and the two villains.
Yeah, I'll give you that. It's not another Makuta like air syndrome or it's freaking Makuta looks nothing like him like he does in the second one.
Speaking of the
Makuta
Visorak,
with wings.
speaking of the Visorak, one thing I noticed upon I remember a few weeks ago I was rewatching just clips of the movies that happened to be in videos. I noticed that the Visorak had these weird paper shredder teeth.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's to make them look more scary. Let's be real.
It was pretty horrifying to see those teeth. They're pretty nasty.
yeah.
The Visorak,
Okay.
I really like the Visorak in the movie. I think they were quite good, little sub-villain.
They're good little henchmen.
Isn't there a scene with a freaking Visorak sweeping? That's like the best thing.
Oh yeah. But
He's
like
like
Visorak up in this.
Yeah. So
Wait, what are the oh man, probably gonna get shot down in the comments for not remembering names. The little red guy that helped them that has repeller things on his back and can fly around.
that one's
Wait, what?
that's a Rooney. He's a
No,
Rahaga.
No, that's Norik. Rooney's the green one.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah.
That's Norik.
I think it was a half decent character. It was pretty good, right? You know, he tried to, get to the comments, well, you shouldn't just, deal with it and stuff and whatever. He can't. His character was kind of like he. If you imagine from his perspective, he was watching the kind of Toa team fall apart, and he was there trying to piece them together, trying to motivate them a bit more. Yeah, it was a good little character, I guess.
The rest of them were useless, but
Yeah,
they were there kidnapped. That's basically their.
What have you brought me?
What
I
a
brought a
One
bride.
up. It's like the Chiraga from the original movie. Like one of them had a line. No, there was 3 of them. Sorry, the rest of
Yeah.
them
Yes.
did have lines. I think
Mm-hmm.
they weren't even in the
Like,
movie.
sorry.
I'm complaining right now about Chiraga.
It's like a retread of the first 2 movies. It's like, oh, of course the Fire Elder has the
Yes.
most lines in the movie.
Yep.
Yeah, but he's not as good as Vakama was though. Vakama was awesome in the first.
Kama is great.
Yeah.
Dumamo's Bakuda, but
Bakama.
does
Yeah.
Duma really count as a fire?
Should we wrap up our thoughts? Maybe.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, sure.
Who's going first then? Because I can't remember what score I gave the last movie. I think I gave it an 8 or a 7. I think I'd give it 7.5. And yeah, I enjoyed it. Thatch.
Yeah,
you wanna go
I
next?
think I would give it. I can give the last one a 7. I think I'd give this one a 5.5.
Seems low.
I didn't really like it. Sorry.
Did you like the first movie over this?
I think they're on the same level for me.
Oh man,
No.
the first movie's awful.
But everyone praises it because it was the first Bionicle movie.
No, it's
Yeah.
terrible.
But that's
I
what
really just no, I can't.
those watch who like Mask of Light, but it's not very good. I mean,
It really is.
it's fine. It's your opinion, but it's not good, and your opinion is wrong.
No, hey, okay. There we go.
don't
Things
even get into that. No.
I don't for the movie too much. I'll have to go back and rewatch it. Probably do it later.
It's
But
a bit late now.
yeah, I'd give it probably a 6. Might lower, might get
It
higher.
looks like I'm giving these movies a bit too high of a score. Then.
Yeah,
What would you
right.
give it? What would you give it, Otto?
Let's see. Do you want me to rank the 3 movies so far, or just this movie? Because I
Sure.
didn't show up for Mask of Light.
Okay. Well, yeah. Rank
ahead.
the 3 movies and give a score for this one, please.
Let's see. Okay, so in order, I'd say Mask of Light. I would give it a 3.5.
Sounds good.
It's 3. Yeah, 3. It was just so annoying. No.
Really? 3 out of 10? Wow.
It just didn't feel like a good start for the Bionicle movies in hindsight. As a kid, of course, I loved it, but now looking back, I'm just like, wow, okay. For Legends of Metro Nui, I'd give that an 8.5. Yeah, sounds about right. 8.5. Hey, at least
I was
it's not a
generous.
9%. I don't give it that high praise because I'm still taking away points for Makuda's voice.
Wait, what did you give Metro Nui?
I gave it an 8.5.
An 8.5?
He gave Masculite 3.5 and friggin' I still think it has problems. I think my score was like 7 or something. I don't even remember.
I give Legends of Matanui an 8.
Did you just say Legends of Matanui?
Yes. Legends of Baramag.
Legends of Okoto.
That's a movie we should have gotten. It would have been better.
Legends of
But anyways, back to my rating. And then, I think Web of Shadows would also get a 5.5 from me because it's just... Yeah.
Wait. So you gave... I'm confused. So did you give Legends of Metro Nui an 8.5 or a 5.5?
I gave Legends of Metro Nui and... I'll just give it a straight up 8. There, just straight
8.
up 8.
Okay, 8.
Then,
all right.
Put the 0.5.
And then Web of Shadows gets a 5.
I'm curious to what everyone's going to say about Legend Reborn now.
No,
my
Yeah,
gosh.
I think you're not gonna like my opinion because
well, actually,
I like it more than Web of Shadows. I'll just say that.
What?
we're gonna give. I'm gonna rate it now.
Renzo, I'm going to burn you. No, kidding. I'm kidding.
Like, right now,
No
just for the
way.
Strax, where the dude says "Get up, Strack." It's about a perfect 10. I'll give it. I'll be generous.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
All right,
I
then.
just find it infinitely more watchable than Web of Shadows.
It's more enjoyable. It's more fun to watch.
The animation.
It's great.
The anime, great. I think
Yeah.
That's it. That's one of the only reasons why I like it.
Believe we got
I think it's genuinely-
Tuma.
I think I really love. We're reviewing the wrong movie here, but I was gonna say I really like Matanui as a character, and I like that the characters have more personality than they did in the older movies. Like all of the supporting cast, despite how you feel about them, they're pretty annoying. At least they have personality and distinct personality.
There is some really annoying characters in Legendary. Just
we'll get into barracks. Let's in the next episode. All right. So what now?
yes, Infinity War.
Yes.
Here we go.
Wait.
This-
Wait.
Can I read the description you
Wait.
posted?
Can I just do something before we start?
Sure.
Well done, Marvel.
Yeah,
what
that's
we're
the
hearing-
round of applause.
It's sounding brilliant, and it's gonna knock everything you've done previously out of the water. Hopefully, from what we're hearing.
Kev-
Yes,
all I have to
Thatch.
say-
Now you can read the
All right. This is long, but let's get into it. All right. So, trailer description. We are arriving, Mantis said to the Guardians. Teenage Groot is in a seat. They described this place as dangerous. The body of Thor lands on their windshield. His hair is short. Rocket is startled.
That's
I
gonna
think
be a
Rocket
jump
says
scare.
Rocket says something like "Get it off, you!" or something like that. Mantis wakes him up using her powers. Thor is startled. All of the Guardians look at him, prompting him to ask who they are. The ship zips through the cosmos. Elsewhere, Wanda dodges some white energy and breaks a truck. Somewhere else, Loki stands in ruin, presenting the Tesseract to someone. I think there's a shot of Peter Parker on the bus, and his starts tingling because his spider sense goes off. Tony Stark starts getting ready for battle. He is in space with the Guardians. Then fun, and then it says funny really isn't. Oh yeah, I love this line. Fun really isn't something one considers when balancing the universe. Thanos said, "This does put a smile on my face," and it's like that. That's such a great line. So Gamora looks on, terrified. The Guardians observe ruin in many places across Earth and the cosmos. Thanos warps into this new world. Star-Lord battles him. Strange battles him. Spider-Man in his new suit battles him. That's right. So Spider-Man's spoilers. Spoilers for Spider-Man Homecoming. Spoilers for beep, 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 beep. At the end of Spider-Man Homecoming, they show the Iron Spider suit. He has that in this movie. Winter Soldier battles him on Earth. Wakanda ready to defend their territory. That's gonna do nothing. Cap steps out of the shadows. Cap steps out of the shadows, bearded with long hair. Hulkbuster fights. So we got Hulkbuster coming back.
Not just not fight. Fights.
Yeah, it fights. It comes back. Black Panther fights the four-legged creature from infinity. What? Thor's head is squeezed by Thanos. Thanos pummels Iron Man in a fight. The Guardians are all defeated. Thanos has assembled the Infinity Gauntlet. I believe he has 2 Infinity Stones in this scene. They're on like an alien planet. He raises his hand to the sky. You see the moon behind him, and he pulls down part of the moon and just throws it at them. Holy crap! With 2 Infinity Stones, apparently. Oh my gosh. That's insane.
What I'm getting at is that this whole trailer freaking starts, and we have like this freaking like everyone's getting ready. It starts with just some simple stuff, and then freaking by the end of it, it shows like snippets of battle, and then we have that freaking Thanos shot, which is going to be great. So
I guarantee we're going to get a shot of everyone wiped out on the floor, and he's going to say that line that's in there. That Thatch read out.
I think he's going to say when he's fighting them, like when he's just pummeling them. Like it's going to be their first fight. He's just going to ruin them.
If that shot was in the trailer, they'd probably write it down. So,
hold on. Has no one mentioned Thor's head getting squished by Thanos? I think someone's going to die.
Oh,
I don't think they'll kill him by squishing him.
Grabs Thor by the head and throws him at the Guardians ship. That's kind of
that might be just the ending of.
I don't think that's true because there's this whole scene of the Guardians pulling him into their ship and talking, and if Thanos is right there, I don't think
it's going to be. I think how that's going to play in is at the end of Thor Ragnarok, either he's going to get off that planet that he's on, and then that's going to go straight into that.
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to give it huge minus points because I'm going to give it 0 out of 10 because there's no Ant-Man. I'm kidding.
He could have been in any of those shots. You don't know that. He's small.
I'm kidding, dude. Calm down.
Ant-Man dies, so accept it.
If he dies, I will cry forever.
He's not going to die because there's a literally movie coming out called Ant-Man and the Wasp. So that's not
but it's just going to be someone else getting in the suit and then, the Wasp.
No.
It's gonna be his daughter from the first movie.
Oh, good.
Ew. So Ant-Woman? Why would it be Ant-Man?
No, it'd be Ant-Girl.
Ant-Girl.
Oh, there is no Ant-Girl. Not even in the comics.
No, they could do whatever they want. It's their friggin' movie. Also, can we talk about...
they mixed Darren Cross and Yellow Jacket, who was
Let's please talk about Jesus Captain America. He's got the beard, he's got the long hair.
He's gonna get shaved, but that's awesome that he has that. I love that he's in hiding.
Is no one else finding it interesting that Thanos has actually got 4 other people with him?
Is it his?
Yeah, the Black Order.
It's the Black Order. They're with him in the comics.
Wait, okay.
Oh, I can't wait for because these dudes, they are. I mean, they weren't they were just recently introduced shortly after the first Avengers movie, but dang, are they one hell of a team.
Rangus, make sure to show the picture, because I think it said the Sons of Thanos, so something like that.
The Children of Thanos.
Yeah. So, that's awesome.
Oh, it's not going to be his kids.
Maybe, what if I don't want to include it, Renzo?
You better.
Well, I'm not going to do it because you asked me to, though.
Great. Well, then the fans are... The fans.
The fans. Listen, Renzo considers you fans of his. You're just fans.
The onlookers of the channel can
the audience, the viewers.
the viewership,
There you go.
The people
Like,
that actually
can I
tolerate
go
it.
ahead and name? Sorry.
the observers. All right, I'm done.
The observers.
But I'm freaking hyped. Like, this is
The
honestly.
Watchers. Oh,
I
I'm
was going to
surprised how much Spider-Man is in it. Like, come on. Like, I love Spider-Man, but there's like a bajillion shots of freaking Spider-Man. Like,
Well,
you could have put
Thatch,
Ant-Man,
Thatch,
you could
Thatch.
have put.
Let's be
somebody-
real.
I know he sells toys. I
No,
get
no,
that.
no. The fact that Marvel has went to the extent of trying to get that character in their movies, they're gonna milk him to the point
Oh yeah.
where that's why
Well,
I'm-
after-
they're gonna
After
use
seeing-
him as much as possible.
After seeing Homecoming, I freaking love Spider-Man, so I'm fine with that.
Yeah,
you
he's
love
cool.
Ant-Man though, so
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, but
that-
Spider-Man is. But he's great in Homecoming. He's gonna be a great character to see in this movie.
My obsession with Ant-Man is like Thatch's obsession with Spider-Man. It's like the exact same thing, except
Oh.
not really.
You don't really know anything about the comic books, and I know everything about the comic
I
books.
don't like
No.
Can I
freaking.
name?
Thatch could be Spider-Man. He's
He
like
could.
He is like Peter Parker. He kind of.
I freaking. Okay, I'm not gonna go into a freaking Homecoming. Like, it's not a rant, like an anti-rant, because I'm gonna be like,
Brave.
Hold on.
yeah,
We're on about Infinity War, yeah? Not home.
yeah, I know. I'm freaking. Listen, this movie, like, let's be real. This is the movie. These two movies are freaking the things that, like, I'd say every Marvel fan has been waiting for what?
No,
How long?
movie.
It's what
I
Kevin
think
Feige has been building up to ever since the first Iron Man.
Mhm.
I think that it's really gonna.
The
I
first
don't think
Hulk.
I think it's just gonna like be great for more fans. I think it's actually gonna change cinema a little bit, like the first Avengers did. I think after this, people are like movie companies are gonna be like, wow, we need to be awesome like that. Like I think it's really gonna have a big impact. I think it's gonna be the next like big impact summer movie.
Yeah, because there's so much buildup behind it, and I love it. Because
It's the payoff, man.
yeah, it is. It's like
I'm
It's
curious
not like-
what they're gonna do after Avengers 4.
I don't know, man, but whatever. They can do whatever they want. I will have the first 3 phases. That's all I need.
they're
Boom,
gonna have
reboot.
honest. I'd be fine if they literally just ended the Marvel Cinematic Universe after that. I think that's all I would need personally.
But there
Would you
won't
want them
be
to do
Ant-Man
like a multiverse crossover thing where they
No,
introduce
I
like
want them to make the new Avengers team, and then that's their next phase 4 or whatever.
I don't. I think they're gonna keep Tony in it. I just think he's too much of a seller. He's gonna like go away, and then they're gonna like bring him back in like Avengers 7 or something.
They're gonna pull
yeah,
an
like
Iron.
Tony, like Robert Downey Jr. doesn't need to be Iron Man. He can just be Tony Stark and be a presence. He doesn't need to
I
get.
think
suited up
eventually they are
so-
gonna stop.
Oh well, I don't know.
No, because it depends on the audience's response, like mainstream audiences and such. If like they stop going to see Marvel movies, and obviously something's gonna have to get done.
Well, the thing is, I don't see that happening. It's a very
Not in the near future. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I personally don't see them going on for like 30 years, maybe. That's a long time. So, I could totally see them doing like 15 more years, though. That's very believable.
Yeah.
Hey, the release date of this is going to be like the 10th anniversary, so 30 wouldn't be a stretch.
I think there'll be a point when Marvel starts making bad movies, and that's when I think they will stop.
Yeah.
I think people won't go to see them, and I think they'll go, okay.
think they should stop before that happens, though.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. I think that they're just going to, because Disney, I think they're just going to keep making them make movies until, as long as Kevin Feige's there, I think we're good. But if Kevin Feige leaves after Infinity War Part 2, I don't know, I think we should be pretty worried, because Kevin Feige is the man that's keeping everything straight. He really is. He's the thing that's holding this whole thing together.
Now, I'll ask you this, Thatch. Is it pronounced Feige or is it Feige?
It's
Or-
Feige.
It's Feige.
It really is, okay. Because I heard it pronounced in another video. I'm like, Thatch.
No, you just listen to weird things.
No,
Yeah,
exactly. Ugh, whatever.
Isn't Feig like the last name of one of the Ghostbusters actresses?
No,
that was
that's the
random,
director.
but maybe.
Oh no, that was the name of the director. Like, wasn't
Okay.
his name like Paul Feig or something?
Yeah.
I guess.
Today.
I don't remember. Want to remember?
Listen, Otto, I don't have a bunch of ghosts, but I may like the movie a lot, but I don't. I
understand that, Renzo. I understand that.
I am Dan Aykroyd, okay?
Dan Aykroyd, yeah. We're talking with him right now. No, I'm kidding.
I wish.
Oh, it's Dan Aykroyd. What do you think of the Infinity War stuff?
I feel like, why am I here?
But yeah, I think Infinity War is gonna be something great. There are a lot of people saying this movie's gonna be such a mess, but I think those people don't understand the directors.
Hold on. People said the same about Civil War.
Yeah.
I think you'll find the Russo brothers do a perfect job of giving every individual character a moment to shine, and enough screen time as well.
That is the one complaint I have. There are way too many freaking characters, but I understand. Like, it makes
every single Marvel hero
level event.
I don't think it's bad. There's a lot of characters because
they've already been established. We don't.
Yeah, and it's the payoff. Like, the whole point is that every character's in it because it's the point. It's the ultimate crossover because every Marvel movie is crossing over in it. So I think that I would be disappointed if they didn't have
Luke Cage.
My thing is that it just seems a little too crowded, but I don't have any doubt that this is going to be.
If you look at the,
I know, but like, what's Infinity War without every Marvel hero?
If you look at the images of everyone on that stage, it's not crowded.
Yeah,
Wait,
well,
what?
I know, but like the whole I think it'd be dumb if it's like this is the culmination of the MCU and the Guardians weren't in it. Like, it's the MCU. Like, the whole point is this is the culmination. So they need to have those characters in it because it's the payoff. It's the ultimate crossover.
And keep
if they
in
didn't
mind,
have it, I would be really disappointed if they're like, yeah, Black Panther won't be in it. I'd be so disappointed because like come on.
About that picture, there's a lot more characters than that. I'm pretty sure.
There's 2 actors missing.
Yeah. Oh, really? 2? Okay. Never mind then.
But
like I'm saying,
here's the thing, right? It's going to stretch over 2 movies.
No. They actually said that they're going to have Avengers 4 as its own thing.
No, I think it's not. I don't think they means like. I think what they're trying to say is it's not gonna. Avengers 3 is gonna end. 2. And then Infinity War 2 picks up right when it ends. I think it's gonna continue the Thanos storyline, but I think it's just gonna be a little bit separated. But I think it's still gonna be overall one big. Like it. I don't think Infinity War Part 1 is gonna be like, oh, that's a movie with a final ending, and there we go. We can end happily there.
They could not do that with as many characters as they have now.
Yeah, but again, like Renzo, like what if the Guardians aren't in it? Like, how much would that suck? Like that's the point that everybody's supposed to be in it.
I honestly would not mind because it's called the Avengers. So
here's the thing, right? You've seen Civil War.
It's not about the Avengers. It's about the MCU.
Here's the thing, right? You've seen The Winter Soldier. You've seen Civil War. The directors know what they're doing. They're the perfect choice to direct this scale of a movie.
Yeah.
Again,
Civil War. Renzo, were you saying the same thing before Civil War? Because I bet you were.
No, about Civil War. No, I didn't mind that. I was really hyped for Civil War.
So you're not hyped for Infinity War?
I'm almost What I freaking said. Yeah, I admit there's a few things that throw me off, but I know for a fact that this is going to be a freaking amazing movie, and I cannot wait. Although I won't be able to watch it until it comes out on DVD, because let's be real, those theaters are going to be freaking packed. So.
I'm going to get my tickets a month early like I did with Homecoming.
You got your tickets for Homecoming a month early?
No, but I got my tickets like really early, and I got like the best seats ever.
Yeah, you're gonna have to go a lot earlier than a month. They're gonna be booked up like.
Well, I'm gonna order my tickets definitely.
You got to do it like opening, like the night you can order tickets. You have to do it like right away, because if you don't, you'll be screwed. But
I'm gonna make the worst decision on going the time when it's the first dates came out.
I did that with what's it called, Force Awakens, and it was a horrible decision.
Dude, I'm so like what are the end credit scenes gonna be for Avengers 4? Like, what are they gonna do for a post credit scene?
They're probably
like,
gonna introduce. I don't know.
I think they're just. Yeah, Avengers 4. Like, what are the post-credit scenes going to be? I think what they're going to do is I think they're not going to hint at another movie. I think they're just going to be like the shawarma scene or something like that. Like, just more end caps for this movie.
Yeah, I do like I wouldn't call it like a fake fade out, but just like something just there that's not really bearing any weight or anything.
Yeah, just like ends this movie. I don't think they're gonna go, oh, get ready for Skrull invasion. I don't think they're gonna do that.
Hashtag bring back the scroll.
Hashtag bring back Fantastic Four rights.
You've got to say scroll or whatever they're called, not the scroll.
The scroll. Yes, the scroll.
Not the scroll.
Not all. Ooh.
I was going.
Because you said that, I'm gonna say Skrull every single time.
Now that's gonna get on my nerves. That's gonna make me itch.
Revenge of the Scroll or something like that.
Right.
I
was gonna.
I think we should.
Yeah.
All right.
Wrapping up.
All right.
Overall, Infinity War will probably be one of the best movies ever made. There you go. The end.
Fingers crossed.
Them fight
If they
works.
mess up, which I highly doubt, but
No,
could you
I think
imagine-
Infinity War's gonna like be on the same level as like the Dark Knight in Avengers 1. I think it's just gonna be right up there. Like
I think it's going to top Avengers 1.
it's definitely gonna. I think it's gonna top. I think it's gonna be. I don't know. It's hard to tell, but it very much so has the potential to be better than the Dark Knight.
Definitely.
I think freaking Civil War is on par with the Dark Knight, so they're probably gonna be able to top it.
Winter Soldier was
On
that
point.
would you consider that on par with the Dark Knight?
Yes.
I don't consider any of the MCU actually to be on par with Dark Knight. I love it way too much.
The Winter
Dark
Soldier.
Knight's action scenes like suck though. That's the problem.
Dark Knight what?
Action scenes in the Dark Knight are the worst.
No, I love him.
Hit me! Hit me!
No, I mean the actual fighting. Like the choreography is really bad.
Yeah, okay. All right. I was gonna say, friggin', that's practical effects.
Which is why Civil War topped it, because Civil War both is A, a great movie with a great story and great characters, and B, a great action movie with fantastic action scenes.
Mhm.
So,
All right. Well, do you want to do this, Rangus?
Yes.
All right.
What am I doing?
Wrapping it.
Wrapping it up.
You're wrapping it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thanks
I
for
need you
watching
to sing the
episode
ABCs right now.
5.
Let's go.
Yeah. Let's let everyone say goodbye and then I'll end it.
So long. Farewell.
Well,
So long, farewell, I'll be to say goodnight.
I swear I'm gonna edit that in. That song.
Goodbye. See you later.
Yeah.
If you don't
Goodbye,
go see Infinity War, you're
Thank
sad.
you for watching the episode. We all like your presence.
like and subscribe.
Good. No. Stop.
Free giveaway. No.
You need to play the ending of what's it called? What's that guy's name? Who's the neighbor guy or whatever? Like
Neighbor.
Neighbor
Yeah.
guy?
yeah, the guy if he's like a kids thing or whatever.
Doesn't even
Rangus,
know
do
himself.
us a favor.